Hello, welcome back to my Digimon 1.0 set review. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the yellow cards from the set. And I know those of you who've been following or have read the whole first three sets will be expecting great things. And I'm afraid you're going to be rather disappointed because it appears that yellow has been gutted and left to die in tier 500. Oh, it's not good. But we'll come to that as it comes. Let's get started with the Digitom here. So we got Kyaramon. This has on your turn while you have 6 or more security cards, the Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. That's never gonna happen. Like maybe ultra early game if you happen to like hard play a heal or something. Like it's just so not worth it. Then there's Cupimon, which has when attacking, if you have 5 or more security cards, trigger draw 1. Now that one will more than likely happen. It's pretty worth it. It's quite nice. This will be your 4 of, more than likely. Okay, then we've got Tsukaimon. This is obviously good. Tsukaimon. Yeah, this is solid. 2 cost, hard play, 3k, free evolve. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Then we got Kudamon. This is when attacking, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, trigger draw 1. It's actually pretty unlikely to happen because you got to bear in mind, like every time you evolve, you're replacing that card, and you're also drawing for turn. So actually getting down to that level of cards in hand is actually quite tough in this game. So I would say this is actually really not very good at all. Okay, next we've got Tinkamon. This will be very useful because of a combo with a later card. Otherwise, it's just very generic, but it's perfectly fine for that generic. And we've got Patamon. Now, this has an on play to reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add all yellow Tamer cards among them to your hand, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in the order. Now, when a Tamer focused deck becomes a thing for yellow, and that should be setting off alarm bells for those who know how yellow plays. This could be worth the space. However, at the current time, I would stay the fuck away from this card. Then we've got Labramon. This has on your turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping to 0 DP, trigger draw 1. Now, this is a reasonably nice inheritable to have, actually. I think it's pretty solid, but again, very hard to trigger at the moment. And then there's Liolmon, which is just a generic, you get some boosted stats. Next we have Repamon. This is just 2 cost evolve with absolutely nothing, so it's pretty bad. Caesarmon. This gives you jamming for the cost you're paying, so obviously that's rather a lot better. Then there's Darkmon, which has, on your turn, when you play a level 3 yellow Digimon, if this Digimon is suspended, trigger draw 1. So the fact that you have to swing with this and then hard play a level 3, not great. Not great. I'm not a fan of this at all, really. Then there's Liamon. When attacking, if you have 3 more memory, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Basically never useful. Pretty much never useful. It's never really going to remove anything. Yeah, not great. We've got Angemon, which has on play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for this turn. So if your opponent, like, hard plays a level 3 turn 1 or something, and you have this in hand, and you just slap it down, and it'll remove it, then okay, but, like, bit niche, not great. Piedamon, on the other hand, is quite good. This lets you play a Tinkamon from your hand or recycle bin without paying its memory cost as an on-play, which means, like, for 5, you're getting a level 4 and a level 3, and you're essentially getting, like, 8's worth of value, which is really good. Then there's Sirenmon, which is the first card. I'm going to say this card is ridiculous. So this is a level 5 that you hard play for 5, which is really good. It's also only a 2 cost evolve, so even if you evolve it, it's fine. The reason this is so good normally is because you can instantly go into a level 6 the next turn, but of course yellow doesn't have any good yellow level 6s at the moment, so not great. But obviously for later use it'll be very good. Then there's Kirinmon or Chirinmon. When attacking, gain 3 memory, then turn lose 3 memory. The very standard thing I'm not a massive fan of. Next we've got Piximon. This is vanilla and really not very special. Then there's Magna Andromon. This has on play trigger recovery 1. This is pretty nice, just to heal 1 to security. It's a very solid skill. And, you know, the 7's fair, I think, for that. Then there's Mistymon, which has on play 2 of your opponent's Digimon get minus 3 KDB for the turn. Again, really not going to remove anything, not particularly special. Then there's Slash Angemon. This has when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8 KDP for the turn. Now, this is a pretty solid skill because it's on a Digivolution. So, Digivolving, this is going to remove basically anything that isn't a Mega. So, yeah, it's very solid. Then there's Seraphimon. This has when Digivolving, trigger recover +1 to deck, which is very nice. And then on your turn, while you have 3 or more security cards, the Digimon gains security attack +1. So this is also a pretty solid card. Then there's TK Takaishi. This is your standard tamer, and your tamer is ridiculous because on play you look at security, add a card to hand. If it's yellow, heal 1. Yes, this card is ridiculous. Ridiculously strong. You run this in every yellow, even the non-tamer based ones, because it's so good. Okay, next, Blade of the True. This is 2 to draw 1 for every 2 security cards you have. So, you know, nice, but again, you're really not. It's okay. It's okay. It's just not helping you advance your win con, which is not fantastic. Then Golden Ripper, main, all your Digimon gain the following effect this turn. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2 KDP for the turn. Really not worth it. Blast Fire, change the original DP of one of your opponent's Digimon to 3000 until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's okay, and would probably be... No, it's still not worth running, even if it activated security. It's really not great. Then there's Symphony number 1, Polyphony, how do you pronounce that? One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7 KDB for the turn for 5. It's really, really expensive for the level of removal it is. It's not really worth it. Then we've got Magnadramon. This has on play, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, trigger recover +2. That's pretty nice. And then, when attacking, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. So this is a pretty solid card. Like, again, you're going to be doing your recovery. Then with this, there's Karikamiya. Start your turn if you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 1 memory. This is really nice in the Tamer focus build, but again. And then finally, there's Kentaurosmon. When Digivolving, up to 5 of your opponent's Digimon gain security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. And on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 11,000 DP for the turn. You may have noticed a distinct lack of any kind of win con, any kind of aggro, any kind of, you know... you have all these stall cards, you have all these control cards, all these, like, healing and... you know, elongating the game cards, and you have all these setup cards, but you have nothing to set up for. And that's the big problem with Yellow. There's nothing here. They're missing Mastermon, and they're missing Shine Greymon, and those are the only reasons it's really worth playing Yellow. And they've got none of it. They've got bugger all, and it's really sad, because Yellow is basically unplayable. Frankly, like there's no, you're not accomplishing anything because, like, one, your opponent's not going to let you build a massive board. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So you can heal as much as you want, but fundamentally, what's going to happen is your opponent's going to build up a big board. They're going to stop you building up your board, and then they're just going to go in for a kill turn, and you're not going to be able to do anything about it because you're not threatening them fundamentally. On any level, they can really massively overextend and just not get punished for it at all. Now, come 1.5, Yellow's going to be a force to be reckoned with, but at the moment, they're pretty dog shit, to be honest. This really sucks, but it is what it is. I hope you guys found this video informative, useful. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Please sub to the channel for more Digimon content. Please leave your thoughts on Yellow in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Perhaps I'm underrating them, but I don't think I am. Please check links in the description for Discord and all that kind of stuff, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.